So, back to video game content. I know the last video was about a more serious topic, but I like to yap about random stuff while playing video games. And if you have any topic suggestions or you have any questions, ask them. I will cover it. It could be about anything. But what I wanted to talk about today is something that I feel like is really fucking with the flow of Arc Raiders. And what that is late spawns. And hear me out, let me explain. Whether you are PvE or PvP, it affects you and it affects you in different ways. If you are mainly a PvE player, if you spawn in late, you now have to get all the leftover loot if that's what you're going in to do. And if you're going in to fight bigger arc or fight bosses, now you have risked the kit and you could get a late spawn, far spawn, so like a bad spawn, and now you just risk that kit for no reason. And not everybody has all the time in the world to play. So if you're risking a lot of shit just because of a bad spawn, it kind of screws the casual PvE player in that sense. And then on top of it, let's say you spawn in and you rally up some people to go fight the matriarch, right? And you're like, oh, this is a pretty friendly lobby. You get some late spawns in, they hear you guys fighting the matriarch. Guess what they might do? They might come and get your ass for being distracted. And they didn't start off with the initial talking and stuff, whatever, right? So they're not going to feel as bad for countering you. So the late spawn screws people over in many different ways. Where I think it really affects the game, though, is in the PvP aspect of things. I can't tell you how many times I have fought through waves and waves of people, gotten a bunch of loot, started to make my way to the exfil, and a late spawn team is running towards where I'm running from. I have broken shields, I'm overweight because of all the loot I grabbed, and they just catch me lacking. Not because of a skill difference, but because they spawned in late, we used all our utility, which I'm telling you is very important, and so you just get fucked, right? And it's more of a problem on certain maps. Like I feel like on Dam and on Stella, it's a really big deal when people spawn in late and come in third party. Because if you're in aggro lobbies, a lot of people just go to control tower and fight, right? So you could start fighting, blah blah blah. Like I said, utility is so important, especially in higher lobbies. Your smoke grenades, your deployable shields, your mines, your shield's durability and stuff is all super important. Your grenades, all of it. So when you start fighting team after team and you're running through all that equipment and then you start looting up, you're not going to replenish all of it. And a lot of times, if you come out as the victor after a couple fights, you're going to stack up on guns and stuff because you want to get out with the most expensive items. And then here comes some kids that just spawned in as you're leaving. So you've probably packed up your util or wasted all of it, and they're just going to get a free kill because they spawned in late. They didn't have to fight anyone. When we don't allegedly reverse boost, right? Go check out my algorithmic gaming video if you want to hear about that. Uh, Getting a late spawn, we get excited because if we spawn in and there's 18 minutes left to the game, we know we could beeline to control tower and be just cleanup crew. Whether we've spawned in with an actual kit or a free loadout, you now get to be cleanup crew. And if you kill the people that had fought through everyone, you're going to get their loot and every other person's loot that they managed to fucking kill. So it's very good to spawn in late. And then if you do allegedly reverse boost, spawning in late sucks because everybody, if you reverse boosted, aren't that good. They're not going to actually all run to the tower or to the PvP location of the map. And then you're kind of stuck like just walking around with a fucking loadout for no reason. And because of that, what I just described, I feel like what happens then in PvP lobbies is people take it 10 times slower than they did in the beginning. And that's because if you spawn in and there's 29 minutes to the game, right? You're not going to beeline for control tower. If you watch some of these streamers or like good PvPers, they will hang out at the edge of the map or fucking zipline to a roof and wait and wait and wait because they know if they go in and they fight and they're the initial wave, they're gonna die to a third party. And I know there's gonna be people like, oh, it's a skill issue, just get good, right? It's not a skill issue. If I'm fighting a team and we do damage to each other. I have to heal up, right? We drop them. I'm trying to heal up, and you come in and drop a bomb on me. There's nothing I can do. And I don't just say that from my perspective, because like I explained earlier in the video, when we get an 18-minute spawn in the higher tier lobbies, we're like, fuck yeah, dude. We're going to go third party because we know we can just clean up crew and it's easy and it takes no skill. The other thing it does is people realize that there's third parties, right? So I've literally had scenarios, and I've also heard people complain about this, where you'll maybe go to control tower or something to go fight. You'll get into a bunch of fights, and a team will just wait in the corner. They'll go hide in a dark corner and just wait for the 3, 4, 5 third parties that come in, and then they'll just step out of the dark like, haha, we've been here the whole time, just waiting, just waiting. If there was an initial, like, this is how many people are going to spawn in, this is how many people you're going to deal with, I think the game would play out a lot better. I feel like people would camp less because they don't have to worry about third parties. I also feel like people would loot up, move around the map a little quicker, and they wouldn't feel as screwed over. It is so annoying to wipe people after people after people, and then when you're leaving, you just get caught in an open field because a late spawn got you. So I really feel like this is something that fucks with the flow of PvP, and it does affect the PvE side of things as well. I think solution to it, maybe I'm very wrong, is just shorten the time of the matches and don't let there be late spawns. If you feel that there isn't enough people on the map as is, maybe add a couple more spawns. But I think it should be everybody starts at the same time and they go. But that's all I really wanted to talk about. Just a quick video, just getting it out there because it's something I've really been experiencing, like being happy when I get a late spawn because I can third party, and getting an early spawn and being like, fuck, I'm gonna get third party. So I noticed that's like a real flaw in the system right now. And it also, like I said, it influences people to rat because pushing makes it pointless. If you do push in, you have to rat with mines and stuff because you're gonna get third partied as soon as you start engaging. Or it also causes people to just like crouch walk at the edge of the map. Like I said, like some streamers literally how they start the game is they just hang out at the edge of the map and wait to push in because they know they cannot be the first ones there. But that's all. Let me know if you guys have noticed the same issue, I guess. On Stella, it's horrendous, but on Dam, we get it a lot too. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about this time. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know if trapping you was a good idea.
Huh?
You trapped yourself for some reason.
Well, there's nothing I can do. You guys are chucking grenades, and we were just here to use a key. I mean, I was just, have a good one.
Yeah, you
I
too.
mean, sorry, I didn't mean to shoot first. Usually I don't shoot first, but, you know, this game is full of people.
Holy shit.
I feel bad for bro. He was depressed. Hit a Bobcat 4. I don't feel bad.